morning students, I welcome you all for the online class of statistics, that is economics itself. Statistics, we are continuing with the organization of data student. Today we will be going to learn that only. Types of series I will be going to explain you. There are two types of series student. One is individual series and the another is, there are three series, and every chapter we will be getting three formulas related to these three series. Every series will be having two methods of calculation, direct method and shortcut method, that we will be going to learn in the future period of time. But before that, how many types of series? If we want to remember, there are three types of series. One is individual series, second is discrete series, and the third is the frequency class interval series. I had already introduced you that beside individual series is not having any frequency, but when we talk about the discrete series and the class interval series, they are having the frequency with the data. Individual series or individual observation student. A series of individual observation is a series in which items are listed individually. If marks of 6 students are individually given, the series will form a series of individual observation. In this series, there is no class of the items. An example of individual series is given below. Serial number, daily wages in rupees. You can see there serial number 1, 2, 3 and the daily wages. Only daily wages is there. Serial number is not related because from serial number we cannot connect the daily wages. So here this series is known as individual series. Only wage is given before us. Array. The presentation of individual series either in ascending order or in descending order is known as array. So it can be our choice for various type of calculation we have to arrange it. Discrete series. When items are arranged in groups showing definite breaks from one point to another and where they are exactly measurable, they form a discrete series. There is no class in such series. Marks out of 50, number of students you can see there. Here it is the discrete series has 20 marks. How many students got? If we want to know, there are 30 students who got 20 marks. 25. Next marks is 25. How many students scored 25 marks? There are 20 students who scored 25 marks. This way we can come to know out of 100 how many students got how many marks. It is clear from above example that 30 students are those who obtained 20 marks and the 35 students are those who 20 students are 70 students are those who obtained 35 marks, etc. Formation of discrete frequency distribution. When we talk formation of discrete frequency distribution is very simple. The number of times an item repeated itself corresponding to range of values is called class frequency. To find the frequency of a particular item, we make use of tally bars. An example of this is given below. The marks of 30 students in a class are like this: 2, 3, 5, 4, 8, 6, 4, 9 and so on. These marks will be presented in the form of frequency distribution in the following way. Marks obtained, tally bars, frequency. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. Tally bars you can see there and the frequency you can see there. It is clear from the above example that there are 6 students who obtained 2 marks and there are 4 students who obtained 3 marks each. Continuous series or class interval series student. When we talk about continuous series, it is that series in which a group of number is there before the frequency. When items are arranged in groups or classes but they are not exactly measurable, they form a continuous series. In the continuous series, the frequency of various classes are shown against them. The following is an example of continuous series. Here it is not clear 0 to 10. A range is there. 0 to 10 marks means it can be 5, it can be 6 marks also. How many students got between 0 to 10? That is 5 students. If we talk how many students got between 10 to 20, there are 7 students who got marks between 10 to 20. So this way the marks arranged is known as class interval. It is clear from the above example that the frequency of 0 to 10 class interval is 5. So on the other classes. Formation of a continuous frequency distribution, if we say, it is very easy. You can make a range, like it can be 0 to 2, it can be 0 to 5, it can be 0 to 10 also. It can be according to the data, how much limit is needed. We can form a continuous frequency distribution. The following technical terms are important when a continuous frequency distribution is formed or data classified according to class intervals. Frequency, the number of observation corresponding to particular class is called the frequency of that class. Frequency of class interval 30 to 40 is 20, which implies that there are 20 students whose marks are between 30 to 40. Class limit or class interval, when we talk student, the class limit are the lowest and highest values that can be included in the class. For example, in the class interval of 20 to 30, two limits are included. One is known as lower limit and one is the upper limit. Upper limit is the highest value in the class and lowest value is lower limit is the lowest class in the particular limit. Here 20 is the lower limit, 20 to 30 when we are taking class, 30 is the upper limit and 20 is the lower limit of the class. Magnitude of the class interval or size of the interval, when we talk student, the difference between upper limit and the lower limit of a class is called the class interval of that class. Like 20 to 30 when we take the class, 30 I said upper limit, that is low L2, and the lower limit, that is L1, is the 20. So difference between 30 minus 20, that is the L2 minus L1, when we do it is known as magnitude of the class interval. Midpoint or mid value of central value. How to calculate the mid value or the central value? Very easy it is. The formula is mid value equals to lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. The center of the limit of a class is called the midpoint or mid value of a class. It is the value lying halfway between the lower and upper class limit of a class interval. Midpoint of a class is found as follows. Mid value equals to lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Like 20 to 30 class size we are taking, 20 plus 30 when we do it divided by 2, then it will be 50 upon 2, that is 25. Class frequency student. The number of values in each of the quantitative classes is called the class frequency. Total frequency, the sum total of the frequencies is known as total frequency. It is denoted by sum of f or n. Tally bars. Every time an item occurs, a tally bar, that is one line, is marked against that item. Corresponding to a particular class interval, each tally bar signifies one occurrence of that item. Two tally bars means that the concerned item occurred twice in the series, and so on. So that is the tally bar. Other statistical series student. Besides these three main series, there are two series more. One is exclusive series and one is inclusive series. When we talk exclusive series student, it is systematic arrangement of the class. The upper limit of the first class will be the lower limit of the next class. The upper limit of the second class will be the lower limit of the third class. The upper limit of the third class is the lower limit of the fourth class. Can you see the example here? Tabular data 0 to 5. The upper limit of the 0 to 5 is 5. The next class, it is the lower limit. It takes the place of lower limit. 5 to 10, in this the upper limit is 10. In the next class, it is becoming the lower limit. When it is connectivity is there like this series is considered as exclusive series. Beside the frequency will be always given as it is a continuous class. Size of item frequency is given exceeding 5 but not exceeding 10. So it will be 5 to 10. The frequency is 3. Exceeding 10 but not exceeding 15. Connectivity, you can see there the upper limit which is between 5 to 10 is 10. It is the next class, it is the lower limit, that is the 10. So this is known as exclusive series, and these are the various examples of exclusive series. Beside that, it can also be written as this way. You can see there 10 and under 20, 10. So you can go on with this. Inclusive series, when we go student, it is that series in which in inclusive series both the limit, lower limit and upper limit of a class interval are included in that class itself. In other words, the upper limit of one class interval is not equal to the lower limit of the next class. There is a difference between the upper limit of the first class and the lower limit of the second class. That series is known as inclusive series. You can see this series 40 to 49 is there. Next class must be 49, but it is 50 to 59. This type of series has to be converted into exclusive series for our calculation to be done. Some of the time it can be used directly, but some of the time, most of the time, it needs conversion from inclusive series to exclusive series. In the first class interval 40 to 49, all the values are included. In the second class interval 50 to 59, all the values are included, etc. Conversion of inclusive series into exclusive series, when we want to do, following two steps are involved in the conversion of an inclusive series into exclusive series. First, we find the difference between the upper limit of a class interval and the lower limit of the next class interval. Half of the difference is added to the upper limit of each class interval and remaining half is deducted from the lower limit of the each class interval. This line, if it is finding difficult, I can show you by the calculation what we have did. Here the limit was 30, that class was 40 to 49 and then 50 to 59, that was the actual class. Okay, what was written there? 30 to 49 and then next class was 50 to 59. Likewise the class was there in the question. So how we had converted? What we have to do first, we have find the difference between the upper limit of a class interval and the lower limit of the next class interval. Means this is the upper limit of the first class interval and the lower limit is 50. 50 minus 49 difference if we will take, we will get 1. Definitely we get 1. So in this one, we will get the lower limit of the next class interval, that is half of the difference. Divide the difference, answer came 1. 1 divided by 2, it will come 0.5. Is it? It will come 0.5. So now if we will take this 0.5, students, the rule says that 0.5 what the answer came, that 0.5 must be subtracted from the lower limit and added to the upper limit. So our class was 40 to 49 was a class. If we will want to convert it, lower limit, it must be deducted 0.5. 40 minus 0.5, it will give 39.5, and 49 plus 0.5 we will do 49.5. Same way the next class was 50 to 59 in the question. In the above table I will be showing together. 50 minus 0.5, it come 49.5, and 59 plus 0.5, it come 59.5. May I think now it is clear how to convert exclusive series into inclusive series into exclusive series. So for our calculation, so you can see the data, this data has been converted into this exclusive series. Now in this series, can you see 39.5 to 49.5, the upper limit is 49.5. Next class if you go, it is 49.5 to 59.5. Whatever the value is there, doesn't matter, but the lower limit of the second class must match with the upper limit of the first class. Then it is exclusive series and it must go continuously. Magnitude of class interval in both the cases will be equal. Comparison between exclusive and inclusive series when we do exclusive series, inclusive series. In this exclusive series, the upper limit of one class interval is the lower limit of the next class interval. Inclusive series, in this series, the lower limit and upper limit of class interval lies in the same class interval. In the series, value of upper limit of class interval is not included in that class, whereas in this case it is included. This series is useful whether the value is complete number or in decimals, but here inclusive series when we see, it is useful only when value is in complete number. Counting can be done in all cases under this series, but for counting purpose, first of all convert inclusive we must series into exclusive series. Non-cumulative or simple and cumulative series, student. Non-cumulative or simple series, the frequency corresponding to each class interval is shown separately and individually. The example of simple frequency series is given below. 0 to 10, 3. 10 to 20, 5. 20 to 30, 10. Simple data. It is exclusive series and simple exclusive series. Cumulative frequency series. It is a cumulative frequency series. The frequency is added up progressively, totaled, and aggregates are shown at the end. See the following example. Less than 10 means below 10. The frequency is 6. Less than 20. In less than 20, frequency is 15. It means here the frequency of below 10 is also added up. Less than 30, it includes all the frequency below 30. It means 10 frequency 6, 20 frequency 15, all are added up and given the frequency 28. When frequency is given together, it is known as cumulative frequency. Size of item more than 0. Here also this type of variety of question, when it is said, it is considered as cumulative frequency. For our calculation, we have to take out the simple frequency so as to get the calculation to be done. So cumulative frequency, and we have to convert it into simple frequency. Recognition of cumulative frequency series, as I showed in that various tablet data, more than, less than. If it is written, you must understand it is having the cumulative frequency. If in any series we are given any of the words less than, more than, above, below, and over, under, up to, exceeding, not exceeding, etc., below all the limits of class interval, then it will be said to be cumulative frequency series. It is to be remembered that cumulatives of frequencies, not of item, while arrays of item, not of frequencies. Conversion of simple frequency series into cumulative frequency series. A simple frequency series can be converted into cumulative frequency series in the following way. Simple frequency series, it is there. It is cumulative frequency series. Less than 5, 7 is there. Less than 10, how much is the, less than 10, how much is given? 12 is if we want to have the cumulative frequency, how we will do? Like this is the simple frequency distribution. We have to take the cumulative. So 0 to 5, the frequency will be 7. Next class, 0 to 10, it will be 7 plus 12, it will come 19. The next class, 20 plus 19, it will be coming 39. And then 11, we will add up, it will become 40. It will become 50. So these are the way how we will get the frequency, students. Cumulative frequency. How to convert cumulative frequency into simple frequency? For that, like example, here it is given one example here, you can see there. Below 10, 6 is the frequency, cumulative frequency. Class interval will become 0 to 10. Definitely below 10, 0 to 10 we can, because 10, 20, 30, difference is 10. So here we can take 0 to 10. Here we can see there 0 to 10 the frequency is 6. Below 20 the frequency, you can see there class interval will be formed 10 to 20. In that frequency, how you will be taking total below 20, the total frequency is 14. When we will subtract 14 minus 6, we will get the frequency has 8. Below 30, the frequency is 25. It means it includes the frequency below 10, below 20 also. So how we will get the actual frequency? For that we will subtract 25 minus 14, we will get the frequency 11. So this is the way, student, how we will convert simple frequency into cumulative frequency, and this table will show us how we will convert the cumulative frequency into simple frequency. So this was for today's class. And beside that, to form the class interval when mid values are given, when mid values and frequencies are given, then the class interval will be formed on the basis of exclusive method. For this, the difference of first and second mid values will be taken, and the difference will be divided by 2. Half of the difference will be deducted from the first mid value, and lower limit of the class interval will be obtained, and by adding the half to the first mid value, the upper limit will be obtained. So you can see there 2.5 is there, 7.5 is there. Half of the difference will be deducted from the first. First, the difference of first and second class means 7.5 minus 2.5. If we will take, we will get the 5. Okay, half of the difference will be deducted from the first and the next. So it will 5 divided by 2. If we will do, we will get 2.5. So this 2.5 will be added to the first, that is 2.5 frequency. You can see here, if it will be added up, it will become 5. So first it will be deducted, so it will be 2.5 minus 2.5, 0. Then it will be added to it again, 2.5 plus 2.5, it will become 5. So first frequency we will get 0 to 5. Second, 7.5. In 7.5 we will deduct 2.5, we will get 5. And when we will add 7.5 plus 2.5, we will get. So this is the way how we will get the, from mid values we can create the classes. So this was for today's class, students. I hope you have understood how to convert, how to make the series and data. So, and this chapter is also got over. So mid values exclusive series, inclusive series, cumulative frequency, frequency are the basic point for this chapter. Thank you for today's class. Have a nice day. Next class we will be going to start the new chapter, presentation of data.